Hey, you guys, it's around 11 o'clock. As usual, I'm not asleep. I wanted to do a couple of videos. I don't know when you're going to get these videos, but right now I'm recording. It is, what day is this? I don't even know what day it is, you guys. Let me check. Alright. I don't even know what day it is. What's today's date, Daddy? Okay, it's the 16th, you guys. Alright, so I wanted to do a video because you know how you think you know people? Some of you guys have been viewing me from day one. So it's been like 2 years. And, I just wanted to talk about some things that, just giving you an insight on some of the things that, I've always wanted to do, things that I envy of other women, things that I guess probably will give you a little bit more insight on who I am, things that I like, thoughts in my head, the woman I aspire to be, things like that. So, some people envy women that, you know, are extremely beautiful. Some people envy women that are really rich and go on shopping sprees every day and go to London and Paris and fashion shows and all of those things. And I think that's kind of, you know, generic. I think that's kind of like common. And even though I lack those things, those aren't the type of women I really envy. It truly is not the type of women I envy. Um, I think that those things are nice. Don't get me wrong. And it's not that I don't like, material things. And I'm not even saying I'm above all that, nothing like that. It's just that when I sit back and think about women that I actually admire and women that I actually envy a little, and not envy in a nasty hearted jealousy, don't want to see anyone progressing type of way, not that kind. But I'm talking about like when you sit back and say, wow, I wish I could do that, or I wish I could live like that, or the type of women, when I had those thoughts in my head, believe it or not, I'm a very old fashioned type of girl. I think back, and you know when I think of women that I wish I could be like, or I wish I could live like, I think of women that like live in the country and have like acres around them. I know that sounds pretty strange. Somebody that's into, doing her eyeshadow up and wearing, you know, the latest style wigs and, dressing, a certain type of way and keeping it cute and mommy chic and classy and all that kind of stuff. But then she wants to live in the country with acres of land around her. But I've always wanted to be that person that lived in the country and had acres of land, and you know she doesn't have to grow all of her vegetables what she chooses to. And she takes pride because she has all different types of peppers in her garden. And I know I'm strange. I'm probably so strange, especially for being a only 35-year-old woman, and being raised in 1977, born in 1977. I know a lot of people that, I'm probably boring in that aspect, but I've always been a homebody type person. I've always been the person that wanted to care for the whole household and the family and took pride in that. And I didn't do it because I had to. I did it because that's what I like to do. I like to see how my family reacts to, the meal that I fixed. Or I like it when they ask, what's for Sunday dinner? You know, who says that anymore? What's for Sunday dinner? I like it when, you know, daddy has a friend over and they, as soon as they hit the door, they like, up the walkway, they can smell what I was cooking. I like those kind of things. I like, you know, ironing up clothes for the week so that, the kids and daddy has their stuff already ironed and pressed. And I like doing those kinds of things. Um, and I think that a lot of women, I guess I call myself different or strange, peculiar, because a lot of women, especially nowadays, those things are things that they feel that they have to do or they frown upon, or but I actually enjoy those kinds of things. I always wanted to, you know, I love thinking back on my grandmother's cast on pans, and even myself, I wanted to start having a collection. I'm going to be talking about that on my channel too, but of course I'll show you guys. But I wanted to start building a collection because I wanted to be able to pass it down to my daughter and things like that. It's just, I don't know. I guess I'm really old school in a lot of ways, and then I have like a contemporary flair to me. Um, I guess that's just, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a little different. Um, Maybe it's because of my circle. Maybe it's because of, people that are surrounding me as far as other women. But I'm definitely different in that aspect. But those are the things I envy. Like I said, some women envy, other things, and that don't make it right or better or wrong or me, on a different pedestal or level or whatever. It just doesn't. It's just we are who we are. Um, I don't envy things like possessions and stuff like that. The only reason I don't is because I feel as though if I see the chick walk down the street with a certain purse, I know that if I work a couple of hours overtime or if I do a little bit more sales or whatever, I can get that very same thing. It's nothing rare or unique about that. Um, that's why things, possessions don't really matter to me. Sure, they're nice to have. I like them. I'm not saying that. Please understand, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when I think of the ideal, when I think of my ideal life, when I look back on how our grandparents, you know, used to do certain things and carry themselves, I enjoy that. I admire that. I am inspired to be similar in my own life. And I just like sitting down. I don't know, maybe because I am the type of person that when I do have time to wind down or whatever, when the house is still, I like to think about things like this. Again, I'm probably a little different from most people, but these are the things I like to think about. Um, I think about how I can't wait to be able to sit on a porch and have actual land around me and sitting in a rocking chair next to Chuck. You understand what I'm saying? These are things that warm my heart. These are things that I envy of certain women that have these things. These are things that I am inspired to do by other women that live this way. Um, I was watching House Swap the other day, and I was like, you know what? I would love to be able to be in that situation, where I, exchange my life for a woman that lives that way. Um, Now, I've never desired to have livestock. I've never desired to do that because even though I'm old fashioned, Mama still has, like I said, a contemporary flair to her. And yeah, I think I'm probably a little too divalicious to be, you know, cleaning up the the poop from the animals. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I've always, like I said, wanted to, have land. And, as far as the eye can see, I can't even see the next house next to me. And, um, You know, I just always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to be that way. Um, I admire women like that. And you probably didn't know these things about me. So that's why I wanted to do this video because, like I said, these are things that I a lot of people don't talk about. These are things that you probably wouldn't guess about me. Who would guess this about somebody that, you know, putting her, her hair on and making sure her face is deep just to walk around the house sometimes. I just like to keep myself, yeah. I like when my husband look at me and be like, that's my baby. I like that. So, so you wouldn't expect me to be this type of woman that I'm speaking of. You wouldn't expect me to admire and envy women that live like that. But yeah, I've always wanted to do that. Like I don't even need a house phone. I got to have the internet though. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. It just crossed my mind a couple of times, and it was brought on by watching Wife Swap, the old episodes that come on cable, and I was like, yeah, I really, really would really enjoy that. That's some things that would make me feel totally incomplete. So, all right, you guys, just wanted to come and talk to you guys. Hope you didn't think this was a weird video, but hey, the Bible says that certain women will be set apart. Certain people, his children, are set apart. They call them peculiar. So, on that note, you guys, I love you all so much. Talk to you guys later and be blessed.